So this story time was a couple days ago, like 4 days ago. Basically, y'all already know a little bit of what's been happening. We've been targeted a lot in New York because of the Spurs versus the Knicks, all this other stuff. And a lot of people saying I'm banned from New York. That's not why I almost lost my life over a chopped cheese, okay? Even though, yes, I troll and I do all this other stuff, this had nothing to do with this. I don't think any of the people who was in that shop that night literally knew who I was, bro, okay? Besides one person, but that had nothing to do with anything I had to do. What basically happened was there was one stream. I don't know what stream it was. I think it was game 2 of the Spurs versus Knicks. It wasn't even a game 2. It was actually when we did the Streaming University camp out. The first time when Kai down Streaming University. You know, obviously we did a 19-hour stream and then I just slept for the rest of the day. So by the time I woke up, I was really, really hungry. Really, really hungry. So I don't know if you guys know this, but in New York and New Jersey, they're basically right next to each other. I don't know if you guys knew this, but they're basically right next to each other, right? And in New York, they have delis, they have a lot of stuff like that. They're open 24 hours. In New Jersey, they don't have that. They don't have that. And I'm gonna explain why they don't have 24-hour delis. They don't have things like that. And when you look at DoorDash actually has like the worst food ever when it comes to New York and New Jersey. So at this point, I wasn't going to order DoorDash because, like, I'm going to show y'all. If you go to order DoorDash, this is what they be having on the menu. Look at this shit. Okay, never mind. What the we never had, no, nigga, we never had any of this. Hold up. They're trying to say they had shit like this. They didn't have shit like this, bro. They're capping. They're dead ass capping. Okay, look, I think I've seen this. So I seen shit like this, right? Pardon my cheesecake. I seen that, right? I'm like, ew, I don't want that, right? Next thing I see this. This just does not look good to me. I'm a picture person, okay? I'm a picture person. This just does not look good for me. This is one of the things they had. I didn't want that. I think they had this. I ordered this the other day. It was ass. That's why I said I'm a picture person. Ordered this. This was buns, right? All these foods right here were ass. So I was like, you know what? I'm going to just go to a deli. It's 15 minutes away. I'm going to go to the deli and I'm going to go get some food, right? Obviously, I hit up a girl. I said, you know what? I'm hungry. Let me go eat. So this girl shows up with me. We're going to go Uber to this deli place at night. It is 2 a.m. in the morning, okay? So I'm like, all right, bet. It's cool. You know, whatever. It's 24-hour deli, whatever, right? See, y'all already saying, oh, shit. See, this is when I should have known. Going to leave your house at 2 a.m. in the morning to go out in New Jersey or New York is one of the worst decisions ever, okay? It was like 2 a.m. in the morning. I think we get there around like 3 a.m. or some shit like that. At this point, we get inside there. Nothing too crazy. We're walking around, and I'm like, when we get out, the first thing we get out and we're going to the deli, I see a prostitute on to the right of us and her 2 pimps. So I'm like, okay, yeah, I know what type of setting this is. So at this point, I was like, I have a girl with me, right? So I gotta be like the man, you know what I mean? So when I walk inside, I look at the prostitute and the pimp, I said, what's good? And I just like, you know, I just move over, just let them know like, nigga, I ain't no nigga to play with, right? We go inside the deli, everything like that. We're looking around what we want. I'm telling the girl to like, hurry up and pick what you want, things like that. Like, we gotta make this shit quick. Y'all know me, I get a chopped cheese, add avocado. And I get a little milkshake on the side. I tell the girl, get your snacks. She's getting her snacks, she's getting candy and everything like that. And I said like, you know, I told her, I said, yo, you know, make sure you stay close to me because if we get in a fight, I don't really want to be fighting. You know what I mean? So everybody was like walking in there, like they were looking, and I was looking at them like, nigga, I ain't no nigga to play with. Like, I actually like, and people was just giving me mad respect. Crazy. Like, I don't know what it was. Like, I looked dangerous that night. And so people were just like, pardon me, like, can I go through everything like that? We go to the register. The owner's like, hey, like, you know, looking at me, I'm like, yeah, I'm not from here, but make sure my shit rung up nice. And he's like, yes, sir, everything like that. And he's like, and he gives me a little discount. Chat, this is not lying. I'm being dead ass. He gives me a discount on the chopped cheese, everything like that. And something just told me behind me. I'm literally looking, bro. I feel something behind me. And I just see a Mexican nigga behind me. And I like turn around and I give him like the death stare, like let him know. Cause chat, when I'm checking out, let's say this is the checkout, right? Let's say this is the checkout. Or actually, let's say this is the checkout right here, right? The Mexican dude or the Hispanic dude, the Italian dude, whatever, he's this close behind me. And I can just feel it. I'm like, nigga, like, and I got the girl in front of me, all this other shit. She's just looking at me and she's like, I'm scared. Like, please protect me. And I turn around and I look at him and I just look him up and down. I'm like, making sure, like, nigga, like, you too close. But I'm not saying anything. I'm warning him. right? we do a stare off, right? We do a stare off. And he realizes who it is. He realizes it's me. He's like, yo, you the streamer dude. You the streamer dude. And I'm like, yeah, it was good, everything like that. He's like, oh, shit, I fuck with your shit, bro. He was like, yeah, my fault for being so close behind you. My fault. And I said, no, you good. It's just, I got this girl with me and shit, and it's just what it is. He's like, my bad, pimp. And he backs off, right? So we check out, and we're waiting for my chopped cheese near the grill. For my chopped cheese, and the girl's just a little, she doesn't understand where we're at. She's wearing earrings. She's wearing $5,000 bracelet. She's wearing Van Cleef. She's wearing fucking Cartier rings. All this shit, and she's dead ass doing this, bro. Just like tootling her fingers and shit. Like she's not gonna get her ass robbed. I'm telling her, I'm like, stand close to me, right? Stand close to me. I just knew something was gonna go on. She's eating her little candy, right? And out of nowhere, we just went for the chopped cheese, and a nigga right next to us, dead ass, just gets stuck. Like dead ass gets stuck. Like I'm talking about, like out of nowhere, bro. Like it's bad. Like he is stuck. Another nigga, the other dude that stuck him, he starts wrestling him, and it's like, I'm like, oh shit. I'm looking, and the girl's like scared. I'm scared. So at this point, I'm like, do I fight or do I run? And I'm like, I feel like if I fight, I'm just gonna put her in danger. So they're wrestling, they doing all this other stuff. So I grab her, pick her up, and I take her outside. So look, I know y'all gonna say I ran or all this other shit. Nigga, I ain't run. I had a girl with me, and you gotta realize, I don't have a big ego and pride to the point that I wanted to make sure the people around me was safe. So at this point, they start fighting. And at this point, I'm like, nigga, like, I don't like violence in front of me. And I started getting a little mad a little bit. But I just realized, like, certain things are not my fight. And you got to let men duke it out. Even though I don't like violence around me, sometimes violence just needs to happen. And I can't control everything. So I pick her up, take her outside. And at this point, I'm like, fuck it. So I start recording it, right? I start recording the fight. I'm going to show y'all the fight right now. I'm going to show y'all the fight. Just so y'all don't think I'm lying. So after I pick her up, I take her outside. I realized, I said, okay, now that I know she's safe, let me get the content, right? So this is what I got. Sorry. Let me show y'all. This is what I got right here. Because y'all think this story's fake. So right here, the guy that got snuck, this guy got snucked. This black guy right here is being in the chokehold. So at this point, he looks at me, and I'm recording. He says, help me. He says, help me. I'm like, is he talking about me? Like, he says, help me. He's like, I know you can fight, help me. I'm like, do I just help this random dude, or like, I gotta like, and the girl's outside. And so at this point, I'm like, I can't leave the girl on the side to go help this random fight. So I'm just gonna record a little bit. So let me show y'all what happened.
I'm sorry.
He's doing all this, right? So the girl's just like, I'm scared, everything like that. I said, bet. I just put my phone down and said, a real man doesn't record right now. So I just had to make sure she was safe. L recorder. No, there's more. Nigga, I didn't run. L filmer? Nigga, how? Chat, y'all can literally see the guy getting put in the chokehold. Okay, anyways, so what happens is, the guy's put him in the chokehold. So at this point, they're trying to break up the fight. So then, the guy who stuck him, the black guy who's put in the chokehold, as y'all can see, he's trying to get out, but the other guys keep sticking him, everything like that. Another random guy walks into the thing trying to break it up, right? Another guy who tries to break up the fight. Basically, he gets stuck. I'm talking about, he gets punched. Like, he's trying to break it up. So at this point, the guy who's holding the guy in the chokehold, who's like, get your nigga off of me, get this and that, he punches another guy who's trying to break it up, but he's just randomly swinging. So the black guy, he just runs straight out the deli. Just dead ass straight out, run out of the deli, right? So now the guy who broke up the fight and the guy who got stuck the first time, they start fighting, chat. Dead ass. They start fighting. Like, they throw hands, everything like this. I'm like, what the fuck is going on? So the niggas getting jumped twice. So at this point, I'm like, oh shit. The girl's like, I'm scared. I'm like, I got you. Like, we good. Just stay right here. We good. So then at this point, bro, chat, dash, no cap, the guy that broke the fight up and who got stuck, he throws the guy who was originally fighting into the window. Like, no troll. He throws the nigga through the window glass. Like, I'm like, what the fuck is going on? So So at this point, I see his head go through the glass. It's broken. I'm like, oh shit. Oh shit. Like, I gotta record this shit. This is the second angle of the second fight. Right here. Y'all hear it break? Y'all hear it break? Look at this shit. They fighting. Right? Get the angles? Nigga, I'm trying, nigga. Niggas are breaking through the glass. This cameraman sucks. So they fighting, he's in the back. So it's quiet right here. The reason why it's quiet is because the guy who got thrown his head through the glass, he jumps in the back. And so then at this point, the guy who got thrown through the glass, so let me tell y'all. So the guy got stuck. Then when he got broken in a fight, he accidentally stuck another person. So the person threw him through the glass. And so then what happened was he jumps over the counter and he starts getting beat up by the owner. No troll. So he got his ass beat 3 times. 3 times, bro. He's walking, he gets stuck by the black dude. They're wrestling. He's asking help. He's like, get this dude off me. He looks at me, I'm not helping, I'm trying to film. So then another person comes and tries to break it up. For some reason, him got in a fight. He throws him through the glass. His head comes back out the glass. He jumps over to the counter to escape from the fight. And then at that point, the owner started beating him up and gets a scraper and starts slashing him with the scraper. So I know you guys are probably like, oh, why you didn't record? Nigga, I never seen a nigga get his ass beat 3 times and then the owner jumps in and starts slashing him with the scraper. So at this point, I'm like, what the fuck is going on? And chat, if it was me, no troll. If it was me, I would have made sure none of that shit was happening. But I had a girl with me. I had to make sure she was safe. So at this point, I'm like trying to stay around. I'm trying to I'm like, what about my chopped cheese? What about all my other shit? So a person deadass rolls up to me and said, get you and your girl out of here. This is not the place to be right now. I said, what? He said, get in the car right now and I'm gonna drive y'all down the street. Y'all can't be here right now. I said, nigga, what are you talking about? I said, nigga, why wait for my chopped cheese? He said, is your life worth over the chopped cheese? And I was like, oh shit, he's low-key right. I was like, my life is not worth the chopped cheese. I said, first of all, I'm not getting in this random nigga's car right now, bro. So at this point, I grabbed the girl, I told her, hop on my back, and we just go down the street, we go down the block. And then I'm thinking about leaving, and she's looking at me, and I was like, you know what? I said, why the f*** are we leaving? This is like 5-10 minutes later. 5-10 minutes later, after everything happened, I'm like, why the fuck would I leave without my chopped cheese? That's some bitch boy shit. I paid $25 for a chopped cheese and a milkshake. Nigga, I need my shit. The girl's like scared, she's like, oh, I don't think we should go back. I said, nigga, him. We're going back, we're getting my chopped cheese, and then we leave it, right? We get back, and the guy is trapped inside the deli. The owner's trapped the dude inside the deli because they slashed him up, and he's on the ground, and at this point, the cops come when we come. The guy's yelling, he's like, help me, help me. The owner did this, I want to sue. They jumped me, the owner slashed me, the scraper, all this other shit, blah, 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 everything, right? Then he points at me, and he said, he's seen everything. I said, fuck, bro. This nigga dead ass pointed me out and said he seen everything. And he recorded it. At this point, I'm like, fuck, bro, I can't even leave now. Like, he points me out and he said he's seen everything. Get his information. He's gonna tell you everything. I said, fuck, we should have never came back. We should have never came back, bro. Now a nigga involved, bro. Even though I did not want to involve, I just wanted to get my chopped cheese and leave, bro. So the cops was like, the cop tells me, he says, you're not allowed to leave. We need information from you, all this other shit. I said, fuck, because the prostitute and her pimp sees me there and they see him saying like, oh, he has information. And so if I snitch, I'm cooked because everybody at that time when we were in the deli, everybody knew who I was. So I'm like, all right, whatever, right? We're waiting. And I realized, I said, yo, if I'm going to be a snitch, I might as well just get the footage. I might as well get the footage at this point. Let me see if I got the footage and everything. So right here, as you guys can tell, this is a broken glass. This sign was propped up. This dude's head, I'm telling you, this dude's head went into the glass and I seen his head poke out. So this, whatever random glass this is, I'm surprised it didn't break. It just pushed him back in. So he had blood on his head. He had blood on his head. everything like that. Next thing you see in here, the whole fucking deli is destroyed in here. I don't know what happened after the 10 minutes we were in there. The cops are here. The cops show up. I can't leave. This is a little bit up close of more of the up glass of his head going through here. I felt so bad for the nigga. More cops. And then I think these are the videos. So I'm gonna give you guys the videos. So at this point, we just start recording because the cops saying they need to talk to me because I have information and I have to send them the videos, right? So I'm accessory to the crime because I gotta snitch now, okay? I gotta snitch. So let's turn this up.
He's got like a white shirt on with like a design.
All right. Stop saying rat now. All right.
Who got him with the knife?
So he's right there. He's right there, chat. He's right there. So I'm getting record snitching right now. Yes.
And out of nowhere, another guy started. It's kind of chopping my shoes.
So yes. Snitched on himself snitching. Nigga, there's no rat. Chat, I can't leave. The cops said I had to give them information.
It's kind of ass. But crazy, before I started recording, another guy came up. He was wrestling him and then he threw him into the window.
From the outside?
Yeah, from the inside. Oh. Yeah, from the inside.
So I'm explaining to the cops right now what happened.
I guess that's what it was. He was getting jumped by another person. He didn't get jumped. One fight, he was trying to say somebody help him get him off me, get him outside. The other person, I see him just run this way. And then for some reason, when the other person was breaking him off, he just started hitting him. I don't know why. Maybe he accidentally swung on him, and then he was at that point like, I'm trying to help you. You swung on me. And then he started fighting him.
Yes, I was forced to snitch. So this dude right here is tweaking.
Feel me? Oh, still touching him, my man. Feel me? I start getting up on him, start stinging him now. Bang, like, what's up with you, bro? Start stinging him. Boom, whatever the case may be. Start torturing him. Boom. Now, that nigga, I feel like he instigated this shit. Them niggas both came in together. Right. You feel me? So once I felt I had him, and feeling already dazed for what the fuck I gave him, I ripped the second nigga. Bang! When I ripped that nigga woke up into reality.
So that was the guy. So that's the guy, right? That's the guy right here who got jumped like basically 3 times. So he's bleeding. I wish we could have got closer, but this guy is dead ass bleeding, like on his back and everything like that. So the cop was like, we need information and you're gonna give it to us now or you're not leaving. So I was like, I really don't want to give him information right now, but I have to, right? We look at the security footage. I wish we should have filmed this. The security footage shows basically this dude getting jumped by one dude. The other dude runs out. The other dude was separating the fight. And the other dude that was separating the fight started fighting him, picked him up, threw him in the glass. His head went inside the glass. He starts bleeding. He jumps over the counter, and the owner just started slashing. Because I don't know why the owner did it. So then the owner, basically, the owner was like, oh, we didn't do anything. We were just trying to get him out. And the cops was like, all right, let's see the footage. So they checked the footage. They dead ass see the fucking owner just whooping this guy's for no reason. And the cops was like, why did y'all even like slice him up? I'm like, why the fuck did y'all even slice him up? The cops was like, he was like, oh, we didn't. The cops getting mad. They said, nigga, we're watching the security cam. Y'all slicing this nigga up like a chopped cheese. What did he do? The owner's like trying to press charges on the guy. The police are like, bro, you guys are gonna get in trouble. You guys are gonna be the one to get in trouble. Like what the fuck? What the fuck are you guys talking about? So the guy's just yelling, everything like that. They're about to take the guy who got his jumped in the police car because he won't calm down. He said, fuck that. I don't go. He's like, I want everybody's information, this and that. And I get it. Like, nigga, if you got your ass beat 3 times and then one person was supposed to help you and then you jumped over the counter and the owner was supposed to help you, but the owner's just scraping your back up with a scraper and poking you, that shit was up. So they take him in and then they basically ask me information. They want him all my information. And they're like, hey, basically the detective's gonna come. You need to stay for the detective. And then what needs to happen is you need to tell them what happened. We're gonna record everything. And we may need you to show up to court. I was like, what the fuck? Why the fuck do I need to show up to court? Nigga, I just wanted a chopped cheese. I dead ass wanted the chopped cheese. So they wrote all my information down. They wrote everything down. And I'm like, bro, like, nigga, at this point, the reason why I'm scared to go back to New Jersey now is because the cop knew who I was. He said, aren't you the guy who's going famous right now for the Spurs versus Knicks jersey and all this other stuff? Y'all named Kanel Joseph, right? And I'm like, yeah. And he's saying this out loud. So we don't know who's with who. And at this point, they're all looking at me. And people are recording. People are like, oh, so this is a YouTuber dude. So I'm like, nigga, what the fuck? So the other cops are asking him, like, what are you talking about? The cop starts explaining. He's like, oh, yeah, he's a famous streamer who streams IRL. Basically, like, he streams live, so you'll know his location everywhere he goes. I'm like, is this cop on my side or on their side, right? He's like, oh, he streams. He's basically going viral in New York right now for the Spurs and stuff, and he just trolls. And I'm like, nigga, bro. Like, is this cop a fan, or is this nigga really trying to get me set up? I'm like, and I'm like agreeing. I'm like, yeah, I do IRL, I do streams, yes, I do all this other stuff, everything like that. And I'm just looking like, damn, nigga, like, I'm cooked. I'm dead ass cooked, bro. They're like, so I get to the detective. A person with a camera with the crime scene starts to go in there. He starts taking pictures, everything like that. Just like wondering what happened. Cool, right? This is when he pointed me out right here. Y'all see that? He points me out, and that's the reason why I got involved. He said that nigga seen everything. After that, a person with the, I didn't know whenever there's crime scenes or whatever, a person with a camera comes and they take pictures. They take pictures and everything like that. They're taking pictures, they're getting me in the shots, everything like that. I'm like, bro, I'm cooked, bro. I'm dead ass cooked. Like, I can't even lie and say that I wasn't here. Like, they got me into the picture. I don't know, the forensic science. Yeah, the forensic science people. So they're taking pictures, everything like that. The detectives, he turns on his body cam, he starts recording. He says, hey, you know, just letting you know you're being recorded. He asked me all the information. I had to tell him everything. And basically, he wrote down my information and said, we're gonna give you a call and you may need to show up to court. So I'm pissed. And I'm like, after all this, I still don't got my chopped cheese. So I told the owner, I said, I'm about to turn this place up right now if I don't get my chopped cheese. The girl's holding me back, and she's like, calm down. Like, we can just go somewhere else. I said, nah, f that. I want my chopped cheese. I want my $30 chopped cheese. I just snitched. Nigga, at least let me eat my chopped. That's the reason why I'm here. Like, everything like that, bro. I already paid for it, right? The owner's trying to not give me my chopped cheese at this point. Not trying to give me this chopped cheese. And I'm like, nigga, I got the receipt. Like, give me my shit. So they make my chopped cheese. They realize that I'm really about to, like, see red. And they can tell, like, I'm not from him. Like, I'm really finna dead crash out on... Word to bro. Like, I'm dead ass finna crash out. Like, word to my mom. Like, the cops know. So at this point, the owner's like, all right, I'm gonna make your chopped cheese. I'm gonna make your chopped cheese. So he makes it, and then dead ass, he gives me my chopped cheese, and I'm like, I'm missing my shake. Where's my shake? And he's like, what shake? I show him a picture of what the shake was, and he's like, you didn't pay for it. I started crashing out. I said, nigga, chat, I'm not trolling. I'm being dead ass, bro. I'm being dead ass. Like, the music starts turning on. I said, nigga. Where's my shake? I paid for my shake. I was like, go check the camera. Give me my shake. I'm dead out like this. Give my shake. Give my shake. I'm spitting. Give my shake right now. I'm like dead ass. Like that. Dead ass. I'm spitting, bro. I'm dead ass spitting, like crashing out on him. And he's like, sorry, my friend. Let me wipe the screen. Oh, sorry. Chat, I don't play about food. So at this point, the cops telling me to calm down. They're like, nigga, we're gonna get you, make sure you get your food. Owner just accepts defeat and gives me my shake. And I'm like, all right, you know, after all this, after me almost losing my life, and then now this nigga, so at this point, I get my chopped cheese, and I'm like, all right, I avoided death once. Now I'm not gonna avoid death twice because the cop just snitched and basically just outed me for snitching on whoever was around here. And these are locals, chat. These are dead ass locals. Nigga, I eat into that chopped cheese, bro. That shit was ass. That was the worst chopped cheese ever, bro. I'm not even gonna lie. I said there's no way. I almost lost my life in a fight, and then now I'm known for snitching and giving the cops every information and all my information just for this chopped cheese to take out. Like, it's like, how do you mess up a chopped cheese? Like, I'm not even trolling, chat. I'm not even trolling. I was dead ass. So I was so upset with this food, bro, that I literally I recorded a video dead ass like, nigga, there's no way I actually like literally, bro. Like, I'm about to show y'all, bro. I'm excited. It's about to eat into this chopped cheese, bro. But I realized not all chopped cheeses are the same. I didn't realize that. I thought anybody can make a chopped cheese. Literally, look what happened. Eat into this shit. Look how it already looks. They said, what the fuck is that? Okay. Okay. Oh, shit. Oh my gosh, bro. Does this dead ass look ass? So this is my reaction eating this chopped cheese, bro.
Shit. Chef quality. Chef Bourdain? That's just ass, bro. What chef is that? Let's get the fuck out of here, bro. I'm not gonna lie, this is like the worst. You try these onion rings.
And then I got onion rings. Onion rings are ass, bro.
What?
You can't go in. You gotta go to the window.
What?
Onion rings, everything was ass. Everything, bro. Pissed me the fuck off. No, child, I didn't even finish the sandwich.
What?
You can't go in. You gotta go to the window.
What? What are you asking for? This? This aren't good.
So after this video ends, bro, I dead ass threw it away. I'm not even trolling. At this point, I'm like, nigga. I'm pissed. I'm pissed because now I'm known for a snitch and the shit just wasn't worth it. The shit just wasn't worth it, bro. And so the cop was like, he could tell I was pissed. And he was like, I was like, what other places can we eat at? He was like, oh, there's a McDonald's down here, or you can go down here, all this other stuff. And I was like, all right, you know what? Today was just a GTA lobby, a GTA story. I said, you know what? Instead of taking an Uber, let's just go walk to the next place, bro. And that probably wasn't the smartest thing. Because as soon as we walked down the first block chat, I dead ass turned to a nigga doing crack on the side of the road, bro. Coughing. Like, I'm like, bro, New York is the most GTA lobby ever. I'm walking down the street to the next place to go eat. I see a homeless dude in the corner like this, hitting a crack pipe like this. Dead ass, no troll. And I'm looking at him like, nigga, are you dead ass? Like, you have nothing else in life to do better but just do in the corner laying down. And so I'm pissed because I'm like, nigga, I wouldn't experience any of this if I just stayed my ass inside of DoorDash, bro. I think the lesson learned is to not have girls around you so you can save people's lives. Because if the girl wasn't there, I would have been fighting and making sure the fight would have stopped. Moral of the story, not every chopped cheese is worth it. Calling me.